Katy, you're stressed with the kids being at home, homeschooling, 3 children, all of different ages. I can imagine how this is sending you rather crazy right now. So explain the stress to me, explain, what's happening.
Well, trying to work and homeschool 3 children and trying to get them to do it properly is can be very challenging and stressful at times. So yes, it's getting to me a little bit now, but I'm coping. But yeah, definitely my stress levels have gone risen quite high.
Okay, if we would say on a scale of 0 to 10, now we're kind of associated into it. 0 being the lowest, 10 being the highest of stress and anxiety. Where are you on that scale right now?
Probably like an 8.
Yeah, 8. Yeah, no problem. And what the sort of feelings you're experiencing?
Like a pain in the chest, a bit breathless. Um, yeah, and my head's just going around a little bit too much. Your mind sort of overtakes a little bit.
Yeah, so your emotions kind of overriding that intellect.
Yeah.
Are you finding you're a little bit brain foggy and forgetful?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you
But I
get
am quite forgetful anyway.
I'm not surprised. Are you do you feel like a bit clammy and
Yes, I was just thinking, I was just rubbing my hands together and I could feel them quite clammy.
yeah, okay. Um and what is it, are you talking to yourself about anything? Is there any sort of inner dialogue going on?
Always with 3 children, with 3 different schooling, it's just like, right, it's this time, right, this one needs to be online, right, this one, what time is it? Constantly. So yeah, it's yeah, been
Yeah.
thinking over it.
And yeah, when that happens, we're constantly talking to ourselves. And is it any of it negative, or is it just literally the amount of things that are building up that you need
I
to
think
do?
that's what it is. I don't think it's purely negative. It's just yeah, just everything building up and you know,
Yeah.
constantly worrying on which one's on next and what they've got to do, what assignments they've got to do after. And yeah, so it does get a little bit stressful, and plus trying to run my business.
Yeah.
So yeah, it can be.
And what is your business?
Katy
There we
hypnotherapy.
go. Excellent. And you need to be calm to be able to see your clients as well. So
Yes.
I guess, yeah. All right, I get it. So what evidence would you need if this, imagine that this problem or this state was gone, what evidence would you need to know that it's not there anymore?
Probably the lightness and the calmness. Definitely, I would feel it within me, where everything's just light and there is no worry. It's just calm and peace. I
Yeah,
get that feeling,
sure.
definitely.
And would others notice that around you as well?
Oh yes, definitely, definitely.
And would, if you were to forward another month or so, what evidence would you need that it's still there, or we've sustained peace and calm?
Um, I think just by the feelings within me, I would know.
Yeah,
The not having the tightness in your chest, and not worrying about so much all the time. Yeah, I think I would know. Well, I would know
yeah.
because
Okay, cool. Would you like to get rid of this problem right now?
absolutely.
And you're ready to get on with the process?
Yeah.
Excellent. So what we're going to do, we're going to go for tapping, which is emotional freedom techniques.
Yeah.
And I can teach you this. And if things start to come back to you, say in a month's time, it's something that you can use to stop the progress of stress and anxiety. But if it does come back, it just means that maybe there's something a little bit deeper in your core to say that there's potentially something else that is causing that stress and anxiety. So we'll deal with this today, and then if it does sort of come back, then we can have a look at it again. But I'm confident that we can sort this out.
Okay.
Okay, right. So I will show you the points that we need to tap on, and I'll let you know the affirmation side of it as well. So what we do usually, this is a karate chop point, and when we're feeling, when you get in like those feelings of stress beginning to happen, and this is where your self-awareness is going to be pretty useful, is that you're starting to feel the clammy, you're starting to get the head fog, and you're talking to yourself saying, right, I've got this to do, I've got that to do. That's the point where you've got to go, right, stop. Okay, sit down. And then you just start tapping on your karate chop point. And whatever you're feeling at the time is your affirmation. So, for example, today we've got, even though I'm feeling stressed right now with this homeschooling, I still love and accept myself. And we say that 3 times. Okay. And then what we do, we go through the points. And all of these points are like your acupressure points, where they're directly connected to other organs in your body. And it's like, have you ever had acupuncture?
No, I've seen it being done.
Yeah, it's pretty much acupuncture, but with out the needles, and you're saying the affirmation at the same time. So what it's doing, it's unblocking that energy that's stuck in your body, and it's unblocking that energy so you can let it flow freely, and the chi, which is your energy, just flows nice and freely to all of your organs, and you've kind of let out any emotional attachment to it. Okay.
Yeah.
So, as I said, we start with the karate chop, and then we go. So just do it with me. All we're going to do is just breathe in as we go through. And you don't actually have to say anything. Sometimes you can just breathe. All right. So we just tap on here like so. And then we go to the top of our head. Just take a calming breath. And we do about 7 taps on each point. Then we go to our eye. You see where the eye socket goes round. If you go to the inside of the eye socket and just with 2 fingers, just tap there. And then we move round to the edge of the eye socket. And then under the eye. Then we come under the nose. On the chin. And just on the collarbones here, you feel like some knobbly little bits. They're the end of it. That's the collarbone. You can do it with 1 hand, or you could do it with 2 hands. And then under the arms, like so. Doing both is good because you're getting both sides of the body, balancing it out rather than just one side. Now you can go under the breasts, but we're not going to do that today. We're just going to go straight for where the thumbnail meets the skin.
Yeah.
Just going to tap on that. And then we move to the index finger, middle finger, and then the little finger, we miss out the ring finger. And then we just move back to the karate chop. And as we do those points, you probably feel a bit calmer as
I do. I just feel in my chest.
Yeah.
There's a lot calmer.
And so sometimes you don't actually have to say anything, you just can breathe through the points. But saying the affirmation and whatever comes to mind actually just kind of releases the words, it gets it out there, and it kind of connects it all together. So I'd like to hear an affirmation from yourself, because it's got to be your own words. It's no good me having the words. So it's going to be along the lines of, even though I have this stress today from homeschooling, I still love and accept myself. So the more specific, the better it is.
Okay, can it not just be something like I do feel calm and peaceful, or does it have to be a long one? Or
Right. Okay. Right. What we can do then in this case, so you can do that, or you could do a choice. So you can do, even though I feel this stress and anxiety, I choose to feel calm and peaceful.
yeah, okay,
Yeah. So you can do that. Does that
yeah,
suit you more?
yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. And what we're going to do, funny, and I should mention the choices. What we're going to do is do a positive round, a negative round of negative words, then a positive round of positive words, and then we're going to do alternate both of them,
Okay,
finishing on a positive. Are you ready?
yes,
Okay. Uh, just say it with me. Even though
even though
I feel this stress and anxiety,
stress and anxiety,
I choose to feel calm and peaceful.
I choose to feel calm and peaceful.
Even though I feel this stress and anxiety,
Even though I feel the stress and anxiety,
I choose to feel calm and peaceful.
I choose to feel calm and peaceful.
Even though I feel this stress and anxiety,
Even though I feel the stress and anxiety,
I choose to feel calm and peaceful.
I choose to feel calm and peaceful.
This stress,
This stress,
this anxiety,
this anxiety,
this stress,
this stress,
this anxiety,
this anxiety,
the stress of homeschooling,
the stress of homeschooling,
the constant inner dialogue.
the constant inner dialogue.
It's all building up.
It's all building up.
The, the chest getting tighter.
Chest getting tighter.
The clammy hands.
The clammy hands.
This stress.
This stress.
This anxiety.
This anxiety.
This homeschooling.
This homeschooling.
This stress.
This stress.
I choose to feel calm.
Choose to feel calm.
I choose to feel peaceful.
Choose to feel peaceful.
This calmness.
This calmness.
This peace.
This peace.
My shoulders feel lighter.
My shoulders feel lighter.
I feel fresher.
I feel fresher.
I feel peaceful.
I feel peaceful.
I love my kids.
I love my kids.
this calmness,
this calmness,
this peace,
this peace,
this lightness,
this lightness,
this calmness,
this calmness,
this peace.
this peace.
One more round. This stress,
This stress,
this anxiety,
this anxiety,
this constant inner chat,
this constant chat,
this homeschooling,
this homeschooling,
this taking it out of me,
this taking it out,
this stress,
this stress,
the anxiety, sorry, this calmness,
this calmness,
this lightness,
this lightness,
this peace,
peace,
the love for my kids,
love for my kids,
the calmness and the peace
calmness and the peace
is how I choose to feel.
is how I choose to feel.
Take a nice big deep breath. Do you know what the funny thing is? I was meant to go or do an alternative, positive to negative, and I completely was just in it. I was in it with you. Oh yeah. How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel a lot better.
If I were to ask on a scale of 0 to 10.
Yeah, I just feel back to normal. I feel very relaxed. Probably say 1 or 2.
Okay, that's cool. What we could do is a bit more breathing just to get you down to a 0.
Yeah.
I'll show you a breathing technique very quickly. First of all, as well, there's these points called the sore spot,
Yeah.
and it's if you go down from your collarbone, just down here,
Yeah.
and it kind of feels a bit sore. That's where the junction of the glands, the main junctions.
So bony. I'm trying to find them.
Well, it's
I think so. I think I have them.
yeah, you kind of feel a bit like, ooh, but it feels good to rub. I know it sounds a bit strange, that. And I would usually do this before doing the EFT. And if you just sort of rub that, and then what I'll show you is a quick technique for breathing. So if you get your 2 knuckles and just put it on where your collarbone is, like that. And you get like this point here is a gamut point. And this would work just as well for the anxiety or the stress. And you sort of breathe in halfway, tap on this for 7, hold your breath, tap on for another 7, and then breathe out. Do the same on the other side. Breathe in, hold, breathe out. And the 9 gamut point actually is used for stress and anxiety. So if you want to, you could just either rub that or just tap on it. There's so many different ways to do this. Okay. So I'm glad it's down to a 1. I'm glad. And I think, is there anything else that's coming up?
No.
No? Okay, cool.